Alright. So, good afternoon mga kabayan, mga fellow StarCraft enthusiasts, StarCraft fans. So, as of um this moment, no, it's about to mga 9 minutes na lang bago mag 4 o'clock, and I know it's merienda time for you guys. So, yung mga magkakape dyan, grab your kape, or maybe may pandesal pa kayo, or may loaf bread na may palaman, or baka hindi ka nag-snack, nagda-diet ka, or just chilling in your bedroom. Hope you're having an amazing afternoon, especially this Christmas season, no? Malapit na magpasko, just ilang araw na lang. 3 days. No, just 3 days to go. So yeah, um, pakilala ko muna ang players sa mga hindi nakakilala. So, spawning here, ito na ko. On the top left side of the map, you have our Zerg player na si Seniv. Um, si Seniv actually Protoss main siya, no? But he decided for this game na mag-zerg muna siya for the time being because wala lang, trip lang niya. But the thing about Seniv is, ano siya I would say, no, how I would describe him personally as one of my newest friends, no, dito sa StarCraft is, siya yung the guy from the hometown. Suddenly, lumabas siya ng town and then he grew, he had an amazing transformation and he went back to his hometown and he became a hero. Parang parang ganun. So, what do I mean by that? So, nag-start siya with playing with the casual Pinoy community, no? Makipaglaro games, casual games. So, hindi siya standard player, he just plays, just chill, have fun and all. Then, parang I don't know, hindi ko alam paano siya napunta dun sa competitive StarCraft, no? I mean, meron kasing Pinoy group na pang mga competitive na hardcore yung talagang ladder players, no? And ano siya, napadpad siya doon for some reason. Then yun yung sasabi ko, parang na-transform siya. So pagbalik niya, he's even stronger than ever kasi nahasa siya dun sa mga bakbakan na mga very tight plays or tighter plays and yung mga build orders, yung mga micro. So na-expose siya doon. And now he's here and he's really improved a lot just with that, no? So yeah, so si Senib is really improving, no? As a Protoss player and of course as a Terran player din pala na kasi minsan na ano ko rin siya nakakausap, papaturo siya minsan ng Terran builds. And yeah, he's continuously improving, no? So, ito naman, so sa side na to, we've been talking about a lot about Senib. Ito naman, sa other side, we have I am Risk Taker. Ayan. So, I'm Risk Taker. Probably siya yung lagi siya nakikita sa mga videos natin or streams perhaps, maybe. He is, a Protoss player. The casual Protoss player, no? Hindi siya yung nasa dun sa mga hardcore ladderista, kung tawagin natin. Pero, he knows how to abuse Protoss, no? Lalo na kung Terran ka naman. He knows how to abuse yung strengths ng Protoss and what Terrans hate pagkalaban ng Protoss. But right now, Zerg kalaban niya. So, you can see here, this is a very good wall actually, no? Amazing, no? Kasi, dito pa lang sa wall, nakita mo, ang big na improvement na nangyari kay Risk, no? Let's just call him Risk, ang haba ng I am Risk Taker. Si Risk, no, dati sablay yung niyan, yung wall of niya, no? Pero, again, ayun, nahaluan tayo ng ladder player vibes dito Kaya, nagkaroon ng structure yung walling niya, no? Mas nagkaroon ng structure, no? So, minsan nga sablay. I mean, iba kanan sa harap, which is understandable, no? Pero kanan sa likod would be better if you've seen the Korean pros do it. Anyway, nangyari ngayon, okay, may zealots, no? Yeah, there's a probe scout. And we're in the map, minstrel to map na to, if tama yung ko. We're in the map called Minstrel. And it's 1 versus 1 map. So, yun, alam agad syempre kung saan yung base ng kalaban. The thing about one-on-one maps is, alam mo kung gusto mo mang cheese, alam mo kung saan ka pupunta, alam mo kung saan magtatayo ng mga proxies. But yeah, so let's see kung anong gagawin ni Zenith kasi hindi siya Zerg player, no? Pero he's been exposed sa mga PVCs after playing a lot with Hexa. Hexa is one of those Zerg players na parang halos kasabayan ko lang din mag-renew ng pagmamahal sa SC. Nag-play siya 2024, late 2024. And ako kasi this 2025 lang. March 21, 2025 na-expose. So, yeah. So, salita, nabis naman natin action dito. Yeah, we have yung links. So, link opener. Hopefully, no, para makasecure ng damage dito. Kasi nakita nyo, may wall. Turn down na lang. Pero, what you would normally do, no, I would suggest, yung links na to, hindi yan pang display sa bahay. They're better off waiting na lang dito. Waiting for any moves from the Protoss. Wow, and this is a very early Dragoon. So this is a very early Dragoon. Normally, hindi mo pa kailangan Dragoon at this stage of the game. It's no, so normally you would start pumping Dragoons once Lurkers are out. Normally, you would see Mass Zealots and High Templars in the initial army mo. No? But yeah. Okay, I think Serif is going for the 973 Zerg build. Yes, 973. Okay, so what is the 973 Zerg build? 973 is considered as one of the standard / cheese builds ng Zerg, wherein you have 3 hatcheries and then yung drones na nag-mine ay 9 sa main, 7 sa natural, 3 sa third, and then it's usually an all-in strategy, no? Hydra all-in. As you can see here, ang dami ng Hydras. And then what you would do is you want to upgrade the speed and the range ng Hydra so that you could bust the natural ng Protoss. If hindi na detect ng Protoss to, yung na 973, ang mangyayari, kukulangin ng cannons and kulang masyadong defense. So, yung strength of 973 is being able to catch excuse me, the Protoss player off guard and same time force them to build lots of cannons. Pag dumami yung cannons, unreasonable na i-break ng mga Hydras, no? That would be okay pa rin sa Zerg kasi pwede siya mag-drone up na lang. So yeah, may coursers, good na may coursers and scouting on yung build, no? And decided to run instead of harassing this Overlord over here, which is okay lang, I guess, no? Kasi alam niya na may Hydras. Yeah, okay. Mag-harass siya dito, alam niyo bakante. But yeah, these are too many Hydras and this could end the game. Sobrang kulang cannons, kulang army. And now, ang Zerg, Hydras kumakatok, pati Zergling. See, get ka powerful yung build ng Zerg, the 973. It's already GG. Sadly, it's already GG. Uy, nasa may DT. That's nice, no? Pero, walang Overlord. Ayun, may Overlord. Yeah, this is a GG na. So, pag nawasak tong Nexus, Protoss will be very behind and Zerg will just spam lots of Hydras here. Overlords to, alagaan lang niya. Yeah, this already GG. Yeah, kahit may ninja base dito, no? May ninja base pala si Risk, pero wala. So, 973 guys, 973. Remember the build. No? And it's a standard build for a reason, no? One of the standard stash cheese ng Zerg in the Zerg's arsenal. Kasi nga, it's this powerful. Look at that, no? Diba, what happened there? Dahil kulang ang cannons, Hydra's easily abused. No? Kulang cannons, kulang zealots. Na-abuse agad ng Hydra. And now, Serif is going for the finish here. Look at those Hydras na papunta. All spawning from 3 hatcheries. Ganun ka cheap ng Hydra. Ganun ka-powerful, ganun kabilis. Isang gas lang. Okay, isang gas. And you can flood the enemy's base with Hydras. So actually at this point we're just waiting for Risk tap out, and there he is. He taps out, GG. And yeah, I guess we can move on to the next game. So good job for Zenith, no? For utilizing one of the Zerg standard builds called the 973. And shout out kay Hexa. No, si Hexa nanonood sa Twitch right now. Shout out Hexa. And yeah, thank you, thank you. Well, let's wait for the next game. Alright, so we're waiting for game number 2. Same map tayo, no? Minstrel. It's actually one of the older maps, no? Pero, in-trip din eh. Oh, game host is left. Yeah, okay. So, waiting for game 2, no? Kumusta naman kayo, guys? Shout out sa current viewers, no? 3 viewers na. So, thank you very much for tuning in. And let's have fun. Let's have some amazing StarCraft. Let's make StarCraft great again. Yan. Okay. Game number 2. Let's go. Queen, Seniv, and I am Risk Taker. Okay, spawning here. Dito tayo dito. Click ko. Check ko lang. On the lower right side of the map, we have I am Risk Taker, our Protoss player. And on the upper left side of the map, we have our off-race Protoss, no? Protoss player din, pero nag-Zerg siya. Pusong Protoss yan. Is Seniv. So, yeah, I already made some introductions kanina, no? From the previous game, na napahaba nga. Medyo na-miss natin yung action, no? Pero, um, habang wala pang ganap, no? And I'm gonna make sure wala pang ganap. What happened last game, no? How it could be prevented. Let's say, di ba, okay, napaka-powerful ng 973, di ba, ng Zerg. So, how could Protoss prevent that? So, same lang, same build, no? Do a pylon wall, gateway, fortunate, and cannons. Ang pinagkaiba lang is you need to add more cannons. Okay? Add more cannons, make more zealots, get speed ASAP, and then get Templars ASAP. While holding off yung maraming Hydras. So the key there is meron kang zealot speed, marami kang zealots, and most especially, maraming cannons dito. really needs lots of cannons kasi masakit sa Hydra yung cannons. But let's see, baka ibang strategy ang gawin ni Zenith ngayon. Okay, we have here an Overlord. Is this, hindi siya overpull. He's going for a 12 hatch, 11 hatch? Okay, it's a 12 hatch. Okay. Yeah, 12 hatch. Zerg. Pero ano yung follow-up niya? Let's see. Okay, now, I'm this figure here doing a standard, no? Medyo maaga yung cannon. 11 lang. 11 probes or nag-cut siya ng probe? Hindi ko napansin. Normally, when you have that cannon, naka 13 probes ka na eh. 13 out of 17 yung supply mo. So, yeah, nagkabaga na scout. Kita niya, nagkasalubungan. So, Overlord is obviously going to the right direction kasi if mali yung pinuntahan ni Zenith dyan, I don't know kung anong iniisip niya. If hindi niya isend na Overlord dito. I don't know kung anong nasa isip niya kung ganun. But yeah. Okay, now Armor Sticker, this is a good timing, no? Now, makita niya yung timing ng spawning pool. How would he respond to it? Nakita niya, okay, spawning pool, still halfway done. So, what could that signal, no? Sa mga veteran Photos players, mga sanay na sa PVZ, they know na delayed yung pool and they know na nag-hatch first. So, ang kakahit yung Protoss na Zerg did a more economical build. No, nag-greed build, considers greed. So, Protoss can chill more or maybe greed more. No, pero at least, no, that would give Protoss an idea, okay, at yung next move ko since ito yung ginawa ng Zerg. Okay. Anong may kita ng Overlord? Okay, ito yung vision currently ni Zenith. What would Zenith be going for this game? Okay. 600 minerals? Bakit siya may 700 minerals? Supply block siya. I think nagkamali siya. Nalimutan yung gumawa ng Overlord. Oh yeah. Definitely supply block. Hindi yan sadya. Definitely na supply block. Whoopsie. Okay, third hatchery. 3 minutes 57 seconds. Yeah, okay. So far things are standard pero yeah, ito again, this Nexus should always be lighting up and ito. Excuse me. Based on theory, no, at sa 2 base Protoss against Zerg, at least dapat naka 44 probes ka total. At least 44 probes. You can have enough resources para makapag move out to expand into to your third, etc. etc. Okay, we have the Hydra then. Is this another 973? Okay, minove niya isang drone doon. Ay, okay, hindi. Ito. Hatchery. Wow, okay. Yeah, this is a weird build order, no? Pero I guess okay lang. What you doing? Tumasa yung, okay. 2 hatch. Ano yung 5 hatch Hydra? Hindi ko kasi alam yung mga exact mga build orders ng Zerg. Okay. That, no? Okay, some Zerglings met at Zealot in action. Oh. Zealot would, uy, naka-hold position ng Zergling. Wala, di nakatingin si Senib. Di nakatingin. And okay, the Zergling gets to live another day. So yeah, normally 4 Zerglings versus 1 Zealot. No? Talagang lamang yung Zerglings doon. With casualties from Zerglings. Unless, na-micro mo ng Gosu micro. No? So yeah, yung Overlord dito, no? Very sneaky, nakatambay lang dito. But, these cannons, Ano 'to, parang nag-canon siya dito without scouting kung may mutant, pero siguro gusto niya ano, nagsu-suspect siya probably may muta soon or drops kaya siya nag-canon dito. Yeah, there we have the Citadel, that's good. And now checking into Templar Archives to get that Psionic Storm ASAP or maybe a DT. Okay, maybe this cannon was built para sirain pati itong Overlord pero naggawa rin siya Dragoon so parang medyo napaaga yung pag-spend niya ng resources na 'to sa ganitong sa building 'no. One Dragoon could have uh, been okay. Okay, yan na naman mga Hydras kumakatok na naman sa pinto ni Iron Mist, mamamask ko sila. May mga mask na naman ng mga Hydra dito. Okay, okay, yan na naman. I-attempt na naman ang bust, Hydra bust with a single Zergling. Now, based on excuse me, based on what happened to the previous game, no, I would risk respond to this type of aggression now. Yeah, ang difference lang nito is maraming economy si Zenith and mas maraming hatchery before attacking. But yeah, this is looking really scary. Kailangan mo magkaroon ng Psionic Storms ASAP. You need to add more cannons. Kulang to. Is looking kulang. Up, up, up. Huwag ingatan ng High Templar. Ang High Templar, no. Ow. Very painful, no? The very first High Templar. Ito yung twin ano niya. Yung twin brother niya. Pitas agad, no? Firstborn na pitas. Nalaglag. Nilaglag. Okay, now, as usual, yan, yung mga Hydras, mga katok. That's okay. Hayaan lang ni ano yan. Ni Risk Rosira Gate. That's perfectly fine, no? But he needs to, the Risk pala, no? Risk needs to rebuild that forge inside the base. Otherwise, di siya makagawa ng cannons. Okay, will we see a rebuild of the forge? Hindi. You need to rebuild that forge, man. Okay, that's a good storm. Yeah, okay. Ngayon, okay, now, yeah, Risk is safe, we could say, no? Dahil may storm na siya. Risk is very safe ngayon. Unless, uh, 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 storm. Wala nang energy pala to. Okay, rebuild cannons, man. Yan, hold. Good. Good hold. Now you need to rebuild yung cannons mo. Dumadami itang Hydra. Okay, still no energy here sa High Templar. Still, regaining some energy kasi kakaspawn lang from the gateway. Yan. Okay, Risk needs to rebuild that forge. Kasi mo, ano gagawin niya? Okay, meron ng Storm. Almost available. That's good. But you need to add more Zealots. Add more Zealots and some High Templars, no? Need to add more gateways as well. Optimally, you want 7 gateways. So let's check out Zenith's base. So, Zenith is going into Lair Tech. So probably we could be seeing some Mutalisks or Lurkers soon. So nag-drone up si Zenith. Yeah. While having this big chunk of Hydra army in front to make sure na walang gawing kalokohan ng Protoss. Okay, that's a good storm. Very, very good storm. By Risk, wag lang niya sayangin sa single Hydra. Okay, you need some Zealots din. Hindi lang pwede puro High Templar. Okay, you need to balance Zealots and High Templars. Okay, where's the Corsair? Hindi ko nakita. Yung Corsair should be scouting already. Eh, grabe no. Mass production ng drones. Talagang farm ng farm. Zenith. And okay, this is good kay Risk kasi okay, pro production is up. Going up. This is the Risk, no? That's really good kasi dito hindi pa siya saturated. Kailangan niya move yung few probes here, no, para mas balance yung mining. Okay, Risk needs to add oh Carrier! Carrier! This is the typical risk. Carrier kahit Zerg kalaman. Alright. Rock and roll. Basta mga carrier, no? Everybody happy. Yun ang quote ni Risk. I don't care who you are. I will go carriers. I don't care if you're Terran, Protoss, Zerg. Mag-carry ako. Up, 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 up. Yeah, medyo sayang yan, sir. Tatlong Hydra lang. Pero, I don't know. Okay, now Zenith is slowly, starting to take over the map, no? Trying to exert world domination dito sa Minstrel. No? Probably gusto niya sakupan yung buong map. Okay, now we're seeing a hive tech from Zenith. This could mean Crazy Zerg transition with the double Evo, no? So yung Crazy Zerg is, well, hindi na nga siya Crazy Zerg kasi safe na siya. Pero yung build kasi na yun is, you'll have yung tinatawag na cracklings build, no? Where you upgrade yung Zerg attack and yung Zerg movement speed, no? And then you upgrade carapace and yung melee attack para puro Zerglings ka lang, Zergling flood, pero sobrang lakas. And you're just gonna flood the enemy with Zerglings until you win. And then, also, you can add Ultralisks into the mix kasi they will also benefit from the melee upgrade. And may sarili ding upgrade ng Ultralisk. It's usually Zergling and Ultra and probably, no? Kung Terran, may Defiler yan. Pero, sa Protoss niya, pwede rin Defiler. Pero hindi useless lang siya against melee, pero let's see ano gagawin. Yung mag-Defiler si Zenith dito, it's for Plague. Yan, sabi ni Hexa, carrier signature ni Risk. Yeah, so supply block si Risk. And ngayon, nire-remedyohan niya by adding some islands. I don't know, no? This is still 2 base, 12 minutes, no? 12 minutes. Protoss should already expand to get his third by 12-minute mark, especially against Zerg. And yun ang problema kasi you're building carriers pero you have a very low economy. Okay, those are good storms, no? Leaving only 2 Hydras left here. But Risk needs to scout para makita niya anong ginagawa ng Zerg. If makita niya na greedy, kita mo yan, no? Bakante yung base ng Zerg. If nakita niya greedy, Risk can easily go and kill the Zerg. No, greedy lang ginawa niya, no? Anyway. Yan, puro Zergling na. Not sure if na-upgrade na yung backlings. Ito na yung signature carriers. Ni Risk. Problem, will that be enough though? Will mass carriers be able to hold a flood of Zerglings when they come? So currently, isa pa lang carrier. And you need the support of those ground units, no? But again, if hinayaan mo lang tumaba yung Zerg dito, no? They're just gonna flood you till, to destroy your base. Zerg excels really well in, when in great numbers. And pag masyadong marami, they're just too overwhelming. As you can see in the supply, only 12 supply difference. That's really bad for our Protoss. Normally, you want siguro mga 30 supply ahead against Zerg. Dahil nakita mo, nag-umasok na. Okay, so, Crazylings. Cracklings. Cracklings build. Ito tawag na Cracklings. You can see, may carapace and melee, like I said kanina. There's a carapace and melee. Kaya mo yung Hydra, wala siyang missile attack, diba? Like I said kanina, that's the build. Now, ngayon, Scourge is going to deal with the carriers very easily. No? After building up those interceptors, and building the carrier, Scourge lang tatapat. Now, let's see. First Scourge wave. Boom. They connect. They connected. Killed. One carry down, just like that. Yung gagawin ni Zenith dyan, rinse and repeat na lang. It's ang dami niyang dami niyang bases to. Ito, kulang na lang mag-mine to ng gas. He can afford to spam Scourge as long as he wants. Okay, finally, my third na pala, si Risk here. Ang kailangan lang few cannons around this area, no, sa mineral, kaya magkay dito. Para kahit pasukin siya ng links, at least may defense siya over here. Yeah, you can see lots of Scourge being built. Lots of Scourge. That's the Scourge Armada, mga kapatid. Scourge Armada versus Carrier Armada. Yun na, yun na. Oh, one down. Oh, hindi naka-connect. Boom. Nag-connect pero naka-help din kahit paring forces. Oh, po. Boom. Boom. Isang carrier na iwan. Grabe. All that investment. Suddenly, down the drain, no? Parang namuhunan sa isang negosyo. Wala ka pang ROI. Wala ka pang ROI. Nasira na. Nalugi ka agad. Oh. Boom. No more carriers. Carriers cease to exist. Yan, sabi nga ni newbie. Rip carriers. Just like that. And that's why Scourge is the reason why Protoss shouldn't use carriers against Zerg. Ayun na, so you can see na link flood na, no? Ang gagawin lang dito ni Seniv, i-create siya ng maraming links, a-click and win. Yun lang kailangan niya gawin. Pero Corsairs try to hold off, no? And try to reduce yung overlord count para ma-supply block, hopefully, si Seniv. Pero they're not enough. They are just Hydras, no? Being annoying. Hydras being annoying, try to prevent the Corsairs from killing the overlords. Okay, interesting location ng cannons here. Yung Zerglings, hindi kasya dito. Yeah, grabe. So again, just a huge investment just to see those carriers die. Just like that. Okay, now. Hydra's going in. Lots of Zerglings coming in. Meron mga Zealot pero these are not enough. Now may Lurkers na rin in the mix. Do you have observers? Wala tayo. Meron tayong observatory. Pero do we have any observer out right now? Wala. Wala pa yata. We could not see them right now. Okay, there are storms. Great. Pero wala. Tuloy-tuloy na lang flood, no? Risk is currently being contained. Kanyang natural front. Okay, meron siyang konting probes dun sa third. Kaso, anong silbi ng mining doon if mamamatay ka na sa natural mo and masisira ang main mo? Again, yeah, that's the risk. Sabagay, risk taker nga si I am risk taker. Yun ang risk. When you go carriers against Zerg, look at that. Come on, just like that. Diba? Boom. Your investment, your life investment, going down the drain. And yan, gagawin sa inyo, A-click, spam Zergling, Z, SDSA, SZSCSC, A-click. Yun lang kailangan gawin sa inyo. Takupin niya buong map. That's it. And mananalo siya. Yeah, this is not looking good for I am risk taker. Yeah, I think carriers were really, a bad choice sa ganitong matchup. I don't know kung sinong I don't know if may Protoss na nagpapagana ng carrier against Zerg. No, pero you normally wouldn't see carrier against Zerg because Scourge exists. Yeah, and now give it interceptors. Seniv, hindi pa niya tinapos no? A-click na lang to, A-click. SZ, A-click. Nag-expand pa siya, gusto niyang sakupin yung buong sanlibutan. Yeah, you can see waves of Zerglings. Check natin upgrade. Okay, currently 2-1. 2-1 upgrades. Ay, 1-2 upgrades. Para phase 2. Okay, may observer. Great. Kaya lang, how would you win from here, no? How would you win from here as Protoss when Zerg is very, very ahead? And look, no, you have 4 5-star gates. Kaya hindi sila umiilaw. So they're dead. They're dead because the economy could not support yung production. So these are literally dead buildings. Kasi you don't have enough economy. Buti ko naka 5 base protos ka. You'll have lots of gas, lots of minerals being mined. No, marami kang base. Ngayon, nag-mute. Okay, lahat na yata ng unit. Gagawin ni kasi may mute na pa mag-guardian. Are you gonna go? Okay, nasa yung spire? Yan yung binild. Okay. Ito, may greater spire. Kaya kita nyo, no? Okay. Carriers can kill the lings, kaso makaka-damage mo na yung lings before the carriers even get to kill them. And now you can see, more scourges coming in. Yeah, very, very painful. Yan, going for the kill na tong scourge. Boom. Bye-bye, carriers. Again, life's investment, to. Namatay without ROI. Sabi ni Hexa, pwede pa roaring semi-island map yung carrier, pero dito, 1v1. Yeah. Well, 1v1 din naman yung roaring. Okay, yeah. We're just waiting for a GG here, actually. Kitang-kita naman, dito pala sa map, no? Kitang-kita sino ang ahead dito just by looking at the map. I don't know. Could a miracle still happen? Maybe, pero this is mining out. Main base wala na. Ito lang yung base mo. Hindi pa, kulang pa yung probes. Sure, maraming cannons, but Zerg has a lot of economy. Okay, this is good. The DT here, kasi walang bantay. Really great. Abusing the invisible man's powers. Now, actually, pwede may takedown yung pang expansion, no? Pero yun na, Zerg, the Overlord. Na-realize si Senny, wala siyang detection. So now, mag-ascend siya ng Overlords to my expansions, no? But yeah, these are too many Zerglings. And look, mag-Dark Swarm para hindi tamaan ng cannons yung Lings. Kaso walang energy. Oy, gamitin mo na. Look at that, no? So this is really smart. Naglagay ng DT para harang. Pero may Overlord, kita yan dapat eh. Ba't hindi ba niya kita? Hindi nga kita masyadong malayo, Overlord. Dito lang nag-suicide mission yung Zerglings. Okay, this is really smart, no? Kay Risk, I have to hand to Risk. This is a smart move. Putting the DTs dito sa mga choke points, sa mga ano na to, fight areas na to. Ba't pa nag-ano to? Nag-devourer? For what? Yeah, Dark Swarm, yan na. Dark Swarm meaning everyone in the cloud, only melee attacks ang magda-damage, yung mga range attacks won't work. So meaning Zealots, DTs can work on the Dark Swarm. Pero yung mga attacks ng cannons won't work. You can see, di ba? Look, walang bawas. Walang bawas ang cannon sa mga units dito. But the DT can kill because melee siya. Yan na, may Ultralisk. Lahat yata ng unit gagawin na ni Senib. Una na lang, Guardian. Ano pa hindi pa niya na-build? Queen. All the for observers. Boom. Yeah. So, yeah, marami nakatambay na probes. Okay, fourth base being built. But I don't know, this looks GG na talaga eh. Just commenting on the clash o anong explanation dito. Yan, ganyan ka-powerful. That's why you often see Dark Swarm against Terran kasi nga, ranged units ang majority, excuse me, majority ng Terran units mga ranged. Ang gumagana lang under Dark Swarm na attack is yung Firebat. The rest, yung Marines, Tanks, Vulture, hindi gagana under Dark Swarm. Yeah, this is GG na eh. Wasak na to. Wasak na to. No more mining. And Risk doesn't have enough in the bank na rin to continue the fight. Merong DT pero yeah, kahit mag-spam na lang si Zenith ng units dito and just A-click and panalo na siya. Okay, talagang ano no, gusto talaga ng carrier ni Risk, no? Won't last a day without you. Carrier. Won't last a day without carrier. Yung kanta ng Carpenters. When there's no getting over that rainbow. Yun ang kanta ni Risk para sa carrier, no? Can't live a day without a carrier by my side. And yan, wala. Ano to? Zenith can just build whatever and win. Based on this position, yan, wala na yung fort. Now we're gonna be seeing a tap out soon from Risk. I mean, okay na sana yung ano yung early game. Pero yun nga, the carriers were really what caused the game here. Kung naging gateways na lang sana to. If these were gateways instead, no? And Zealots na lang, Zealots, Templars, Dragoons, and Observers. That could have been a better and closer game. Yeah, GG. 2-0 in favor of Zenith. Okay. So, tapos na yung duel ni na Zenith and Hexa. Ay, Zenith and Hexa. Ni Zenith and I am Risk Taker. Now we have si Zenith once again, no? But this time, main race na siya, Protoss. Against a main Zerg na si Hexa, no? So, let's see. We're on the map Fighting Spirit, one of the older classic maps. And still in, surprisingly, nasa ladder pool pa ng Brood War, no? Current ladder pool. But yeah, okay. There we go. Spawning here on the lower left side of the map, we have our Protoss player, Zenith. And spawning here on the lower right side of the map, no, we have Hexa. So both of them, I could say, no, based on my experience playing with them, they are equally skilled. They're of about the same level. Siguro may konting difference lang. They're of the same level. They understand how to deal with Zerg. Ito si Zenith and Hexa loves to play against Protoss. I mean most of the time, no, Protoss talaga yung nakakalaban niya. And Protoss yung pinipili niya ng kalaban din. Yeah, so Hexa's ZVP is stronger than his ZVT in my opinion. Pero sa ZVT naman, in fairness sa kanya, nag-improve na siya sa ano niya, sa pag-battle niya against Terran, no? So, on Zenith side, no, nag-significantly look at the pylon placement here. So, this middle pylon, no? And then Forge Gateway or other side, no, whatever. So, yeah, both players, no, are consistently practicing and improving. Kaya kita nyo, match na match talaga sila skill-wise. May mga days, no, minsan nakipagkwentuhan. Minsan 0-4 yung isa, minsan naman yung isa naman yung 4-0, no? So, back and forth, minsan pantay. And yeah, ganun katindi. So, this is match na match talaga laban. Now, see here, no, Probe harassing drones. Na-force si Hexa to temporarily stop mining sa drones na yun para to deal with that probe kasi it's annoying. But the thing about Zerg, no, ang Zerg losing a worker is much more painful than a Terran or Protoss losing a probe or SCV. Bakit? Kasi Zerg has only one production building, which is the hatchery. And you have a choice as a Zerg player. Ang choice mo lang is, would you drone up or would you build army units, no? So if you lose, imagine you have army, pero then namatayan ka ng drones, wala kang choice, you need to make drones. That would also mean you would stop army production. Unlike yung Protoss or Terran na separate buildings yung worker production and yung army production. Kaya kayang pagsabayan. Pero sa Zerg hindi, you really have to choose, no? When ka start mag-build ng drones or units. That's the challenge that every Zerg player has to face. That's why mas masakit, in my opinion, na mawala ng worker, mag-lose ng worker ang Zerg versus Terran or Protoss. Okay, as you can see here, no, Zenith is opening up with a very, very standard build. Cannon on the left para pati yung ramp, no, ma-protect ng any run by, abot ng photon cannons, yung mga links na pwedeng pumasok from here, going here. Kahit paano at least may additional reach. So, yeah, it's very standard opener. So, it's a 13 next into 15 gateway. While on Hexa side naman, it's also a very standard. I think nag-overpull siya. Tama yung ko. Hindi ko napansin masyado. I think nag-overpull siya and into 3 hatch, which is very standard. So, let's see kung anong build ang gagawin ni Hexa right now. By the way, shout out yung sa ating current 3 viewers right now, no? If you can type in the chat, that would be great para makita ko if you have questions, your thoughts, or you want to shout out, no? Okay, we have a Cybernetics 4 for Zenith here. So ngayon, okay, building Nexus pero wala pa siyang probe production here on the natural. And Zenith should be sending some probes over para ma-balance, no? Para hindi, yan, okay. Narinig tayo. Yeah, look at this, though. I like what Hexa is doing here. Meron siyang tripwire zerglings. Tripwire meaning, pag may kita ng pag may, you're under attack, boom, signals, okay. May lulusob na Protoss anytime soon. But yeah, this probe is very sneaky, ngayon ka napansin. This probe is inside the base. Ano na to? Probably scout lang to. Maya konti gagalawin na yun si Zenith. And try to look for tech. Now, okay. Is Hexa going for 973? 10 drones. Maybe, Mga itong 973, walang lair. This could be a 973. And na-scout ni Zenith, no? Nakita niya. Yeah. Dumiretso sa enough, from here. So, another 973. This time si Hexa. But let's see. Okay, may Hydra dito. Okay, look at this, though. Okay, the purpose ng Overlord na to is to help out in case may DT. So, that's already, advanced mag-isip. Kumaga. Si Hexa naglagay na ng Overlord para in case may DT. Kaso, dire-diretso. Munti ka na yan. Pag na-supply box si Hexa, that would be, really bad. Okay, walang production here. Ano kayang gagawin ni Hexa? And it seems, hindi siya 973. 2 gas. Anong gagawin ni Hexa? No lair, pero may second gas. Interesting. Okay, so hindi siya 973. This is, yeah, magka 5 hatch. So magka-hatchery rin siya mamaya dito. So there's the 4th hatchery over here. Probably another hatchery will be built somewhere here. Sa natural ni Hexa. And on Zenith side, let's take a look. Okay, and we have the Citadel. And then, yan. This is good para makuha na yung Zealot leg speed. So Zenith can start moving out and harass the Zerg. Okay, we have the Evo chamber over here. Yeah, so far peace mode, no? Pero walang production ng units currently si Zenith. Okay, now Hexa is going for the lair tech. Baka lurkers to. Let's see. And the Zerglings over here para abangan kung may base, may balak mag-expand ni Zenith. No? So alam ni Hexa being practice partner ni Zenith a lot. Alam niya na mahilig si Zenith mag ninja base lalo na as Protoss. So mas maingat ngayon si Hexa. So okay, so wala pang Zealot legs, no? You can see sa meron na ba? Wala pa, no? Normal move speed lang to. Okay, the tripwire has been set. Lots of Zealots coming. Kakatok na sa base ni Hexa. Will go for the third. Hindi. Diretso sa natural. Hindi yata na. Okay, yan na. Speed just finished. Yan na, you can see. Mas mabilis na yung mga Zealots. Ang weird lang, no? Hindi niya pinuntahan to. Then, pupunta siya dito. Okay, now, yan. Zenith is probably gonna spam Zealots. Yes. Now, this is a timing, no? For Zenith. Zenith can actually do damage here. Kasi, even if wala pang storm, pero he's already powerful now. Zenith sees the third ni Hexa dito, but Hydra's coming in to respond. Class of upgrades, currently 0-0 ang Zerg, ang Hydras, while our Protoss player has +1 weapons. So that's a huge advantage for Zenith. Pares pa na may movement speed upgrade. Now, Zealot's coming in from behind, no, trying to corner etong Hydras. I think this Hydra army will be eliminated. Now, okay, Hexa is now being pushed back, no, with the 4 Hydras remaining. And let's see in production. Okay, Hexa is now continuously producing more Hydras to battle Zealots. And dapat nag-upgrade siya ng Lurker. Because when you have Lurkers na, no, mas madali mong ma-handle ang Zealots. Way, way better than just Hydras alone. Now, look at this Observer, no, preempt na. And yung mga backup na siyang Storm. Ready to take down Hexa, no. Either do damage or win the game. Yun ang gusto gawin ni Zenith based on what we're seeing here. Now with that Observer, this is good for any lurkers na possibly mag-occur anytime soon. Now this Overlord is good here kasi nga kita-kita yung movement. Get to snipe that Templar. Oh, that's painful. Very painful na snipe yung isang Templar. The Templar's here. Okay, ngayon, halo-halo. Ang army mix-mix now. This one Hydra is harassing the Templars. Naku po, walang bantay ang High Templar. While, oh, that's a really, really, really powerful storm. That's a great storm by Zenith dito sa Hydra and hitting the drones as well. Oh, nag-whiff yung isang storm. That's bad. Oh, bad storm yung isa. A good first storm, pero that's a really bad follow-up storm. Kaso napitas din yung High Templars over here. Okay, now, ayan. More Zealots coming out of Zenith's gateways. Still no third expansion, pero Zenith is slowly preparing for the third. Yan, and Hexa is rebuilding the army. Kaso, nabawasan yung drones na dito. Significant amount. That's still painful. Okay, now, Hexa sends this Hydra to have a look. Yeah, sees. Okay, ginawa niya lurker, no? Para maligtas. Kaso, yeah, sobrang cancel na lang, parang sayang sa resource. Ano, nakita niya, daming ano pala, Zealot trying to flank Hexa. Now, Hexa is still producing Hydras, and nag-start na siya ng lurker, which is good for Hexa, pero wala pa siyang lurker as of now sa map. Ito, meron na. Okay, so this is looking better for Hexa. Uh-oh, yan na. Now, Zenith needs to bring his observers to this area. Kung hindi niya ma-deal yung lurker. Kahit isang lurker lang to, no? If left alone, ang grabe rin damage niyan. But with one lurker, splash na yan, no? Would still reduce yung mga Zealot life and mapipitas ng Hydra. So, yan na. Here's the observer. Number of yung lurker pero unburrowed na. So, meron tayong bakbakan here. You can see, no? Atras ko konti. Over clash here sa bridge. And here, now, pinush back ni Hexa pabalik sa near the natural. Instead yung Protoss army as more and more Hydras are coming in. And is Hexa still morphing more lurkers? Hindi na yata, pero probably mag-morph siya soon. Now, yan na, walang overlord si Hexa. So, hindi niya mapapatay ang observer. Kasi if napatay yung observer, that suddenly, sobrang lalamang si Hexa. Now, we have the High Templar coming in for the storm. Merong isang storm available. Ay, wala. Kulang. Nako. Patay ang High Templar. Sayang. Malapit na magka-storm. Pero napitas. Now, what Hexa needs to do is he needs to put an overlord kasama ng Hydras para mapitas niya yung mga observers so that mapaprotect yung lurker. Hindi fully protected do kasi pwedeng mapatay ng storm. Pero at least mas mahirap for the Protoss to kill the lurkers. So, with that being said, no, while that action is going on, meron ng Nexus being built, almost done dito sa side ni Zenith. So yeah, I think we're kinda even, pero ano ba? We could say no, once this base is up, I think Protoss is ahead. Pero may lurkers dito, so I don't know. What you'll want kasi, sir, you'll want to have more bases than Protoss. Dapat may fort na siguro si Hexa by this time. Okay, this clash here, no? Kita ng photons, kita ng observers yung lurkers. And look, the storm did powerful damage sa army ni Hexa, decimating most of his army units. Now Hexa was prevented from pushing the natural. Yan, we have a lurker here. Yan, again, overlord. Nakita na may mga observers. And Hexa is now sniping. Look at that. Hexa knows the importance of sniping the observers. Kasi nga, that's the only way to really protect the lurkers, no? Now, meron observer dito pero wala sa vision. Wala sa vision ng overlord. I don't know if may sight range na. Increase sight range overlord. Probably wala pa. Now, third base is up. Now, malapit na mag-mine, no? As Zenith sends workers from the main to the third. So, as of now, kung sino ahead, I would say Zenith is ahead because of the economy-wise. And Hexa will be running out of steam soon if hindi siya mag-expand. Oh. High Templar, get the snipe. La. Kunti lang may pang-storm. Okay, 3 points. Ayan, may pang-storm na. Okay, 1 storm available for Zenith. Actually, yeah, 2 storms. Yeah, 2 storms available na. Okay, now, here's the Overlord na try to scout for any hidden base or possible expansion. And si Zenith, meron na siyang probe dito in advance for that signature ninja base na ginagawa ni Zenith lagi, lalo against Hexa. Problem with the Hexa, wala siyang fort. 15 minutes na wala pa siyang fort. Now, okay. You can see, no? Ang very gas heavy kasi yung Zerg. Kaya you'll want to have more bases ASAP. Ngayon, nakita ko ang dami minutes ni Hexa. That's because wala siyang enough gas to support more units. Now, okay, Storm. Storm does amazing against eggs, no? Pero sakto yung morph ng Lurker kaya nag-regenerate ulit to full. Okay, now. Yeah. Zenith still holds, no? Ang dami na ubos na army. Hexa, pero still, Hydra's being pumped, no? Ito na yung fourth. And now, supply-wise, no, Zenith is ahead. Zenith is ahead. Marami siyang gas to create more high templars. So, what Zenith needs to do to win, no, just mass up a bit more and he could kill the Zerg. Pero yun na, he decides to go for the truth kaso kalat-kalat yung units niya. What you'll want as Protoss is dapat magkakasama yung units mo and go for that one strong push. One massive push. Either to the natural or to the third. Or mas open yata yung natural. Yan, fourth base being built sa side incentive. And here goes the signature ninja base. Pero hindi nagmamay ng gas to kasi hindi pa naman niya kailangan. Marami siyang gas, no? Kaya that's understandable. But Zenith sees the fort of Hexa with this observer, no? And this is really looking bad for Hexa right now. Mga kapatid, this is looking really bad for Hexa. Yeah, so Hydras, Hydras on those, storm on those 3 Hydras. Really, really good storms. As na storm na yung sariling observer, but that's okay. Yeah, now Zenith is just harassing Hexa, no, preventing any expansions. So, itong Zealots, diba, ganito ka-powerful yung Lurker against Zealots, no? Dahil walang observer. Yun, easily, walang kwenta yung Zealot. And, no, this is where Dragoons actually come in, no? Ito yung timing na pwede ka na mag-Dragoon. Once, makita mo na, okay, may mga Lurkers, pwede ka mag-add in a few more Dragoons. Yan, like, kakasabi ko lang. As Dragoons really do well against Lurkers. Okay, who's ahead? It's obviously Zenith. Because sa supply pa lang and the number of bases. Yeah, looking really bad. Okay. Hexa GG's. And there you go. 1-0 in favor of Zenith. Yeah, grabe, no? Alright, alright. Good game. Okay, so chill lang tayo while waiting for a remake, no? Between Hexa and Zenith. Alright, guys, now here we are at game number 2 between Zenith and Hexa. So, spawning here on the top right side of the map, we have our Zerg player, Nasi Hexa, and on the lower left side of the map, we have our Protoss player, Zenith, and we're here on the map, Polypoid. So, as you can see here, no, yung scouting direction ng Overlord ni Hexa is in the right direction, actually, going counterclockwise because in Polypoid, yung natural is pa-counterclockwise yung ano, at least yung vision, no, yung direction ng Overlord. Kasi you can, example, this one, no, if the enemy happens to be here, this Overlord is in a good spot kasi pwede niyang ilagay dito sa, sa ano na to, high area na to na hindi maabot, no, and may vision siya over here. So may kita niya kung may palabas sa zealots, kung ano yung build, kung may expansion. And ganoon din kahit Terran yung kalaban, no, hindi basta-basta maaabot ng Terran to. Wala siyang vision, hindi maatake ng Marines. So Hexa can choose kung anong gagawin niya, depende kung ano makita niya. Pero unfortunately, uh, wala yung photo space here. In fact, it's a cross spawn. Then normally, no, after the scouting here ng Overlord, the Zerg would normally scout with the 10th drone, pababa naman. Kung wala dito, yung isang scout pababa. And then, kung wala, punta dito. Okay, what are we seeing here? Okay. So, oh, gateway opener, si Zenith ngayon. So, hindi siya forge opener. Instead, pinili ni Zenith is gateway opener, meaning gusto niya mag-zealot pressure early on. But let's see how Hexa handles that. Ang issue lang dito kasi cross spawn. No? So, meaning mas malayo yung travel time before you could reach the enemy's base. Okay. Okay, now Zenith sees the timing of the hatchery. And yan, now 4 links nandito na trying to take down that scouting probe. probe trying to survive as much as possible to get enough intel kung anong balak gawin ni Hexa. Kaso, konting ano lang, misclick, mapipitas na yung tong probe. Okay, Zenith trying to delay getting killed hanggat kaya. But yeah, up. So meanwhile, check natin base Zenith now went for the expansion Forge. Okay, Forge Nexus. And there we have the Zealot over here. So, na-anticipate ni Hexa na ano na to, Zealot opening, kaya 4 na links agad. Instead of normally 2 lang yung produce. Now we have the third right here, which is an interesting choice compared sa third over here or here. Normally, gusto mo yung third mo may gas din, pero with here, probably, baka maging 973 to. Kasi 973, kahit isang gas lang. To do well, or maybe this could be as mass Zerglings. Let's see. Now, 3 Zealot. Okay. Instead of going for 3 Zealot pressure now, or these are too many links. No? Of course, alam ni Hexa to. Now, Zerglings are going to surround the Zealots. Okay, really smart move. Nilagay yung Zealot dito sa likod para only a few links could surround. Yeah. Huwag mo nang Pwede, gustong patay ni Hexa talaga eh. I don't know, parang mas magandang iiwan mo na lang. Kasi daming na waste na Zerglings in my opinion, no? Pero yeah. It's still annoying just to be there, no? Knowing na may Zealot. May stranger sa bahay mo, di ba? Parang nakakairita. Okay, Lair. Okay. Lair. Could this be a Mutalisk? Could this be Aspire? Are we going to see Mutalisk this game? Yan. Okay, now we have the Overlord here and some Zerglings as Tripwire again. Now, wala pa tayong nakikitang any Stargate, no? We have the core. So, how would Zenith proceed from here? And as you can see, Zenith still didn't take the second gas. Okay. Zenith is going for that mass Zealots, I think. The timing push with the Zealots. And we could be seeing a Citadel. Once may 150 gas na. This could be a Citadel. Let's see kung Citadel nga and mass Zealot. Hindi, nag-cannon siya. Okay. Nag-cannon inside the base. So, probably na-figure out niya na Hexa is going for a Spire. Interesting. Pero dapat nag-Stargate na rin, no? Okay, Hexa starting to build sunken colonies. Now, 3 Zealots again. Going to the third of Hexa to do some damage. To try to do some damage. And currently, Hexa doesn't have enough Zerglings. So, force siya ngayon to create more units to deal with this 3 Zealot pressure. Hexa trying to kill those. Okay, dami ng Zergling, di ba? Trying to surround those Zealots, no? Pero, yep. Try niya block, pero nakalusot. Now, nakita. Nakita na yung Zenith. Okay, Hexa is going for the Spire. So now, Zenith will respond with probably more cannons and probably double Stargate. So with that being said, while may action done, Citadel has been built. 4 Zealot legs. And yeah, you can see Zenith adding more cannons. We will be seeing Corsair popping out. Kasi nga nakita niya yung Spire. But then again, this Spire could also be just pang Scourge. Not necessarily pang Muta, pero pwede pang Scourge. And still, pwede pa rin siya mag-Hydra din. Yan, which is here. Okay. So, let's see. Yung maganda sa Zerg, no? Like, meron kang mga buildings, pero you get to choose kung anong build mo na units. Kasi marami kang options lagi. You can easily transition to any other build. Okay, naglalag na. Yeah, so Zerglings here again acting as tripwire. Yan, Muta, okay. So Hexa decided to go for Mutalisks to do some harassment or for sniping High Templars, pero marami ng cannon eh. I think better just hindi kita. Okay, kita niya daming cannon, no? Pero wala, this can't do anything. Atras mo na lang. Kailangan ni Hexa at least 5, no? 5 to be able to one-shot a probe. Kasi ang dami na rin cannon eh. Parang I would just turn back, no? Kumitin lang ito mamaya. In case may zealots, you know. Tabi lang muna pa yun. Okay. Now we have 4 Mutalisks. So is this going to be a Mutaling build? Okay, Corsair scouting anong build ni Hexa. Excuse me. Yeah. So 4 Mutalisks, Zerglings, and on Senev's side. Okay, now getting ready for observers, no? Or maybe a Reaver. But we have the Templar Archives, so we should be seeing some High Templars with Storms soon. Okay, now we have the Mutalist facing that Corsair. Yeah. Makakauwi lang itong Corsair safe to the safety of his photon cannons. And now, okay, look, ginagawa ni Hexa, diba? Sinascout niya talaga kung may any hidden ninja base sa Seneve because kilala niya sa Seneve. So he has 2 Zerglings patrolling here and here. Hindi may Overlord po dito. Wala na lang dito. Okay. Diba, hindi ko napansin, tinake ni Hex ng fort. It's really good. Now, kailangan niya ma-saturate with a few more drones. Pero, this Protoss army is growing scarier and scarier. And Hexa needs to have lurkers up na kasi ang daming zealots niya. Scourge built deal with the Corsairs. May vision ba Seneve dito? Wala. Hindi nakita yung Scourge. Ayan na. Scourge. Oh. Now, Zerglings getting massacred by the Zealots. No? Naka +1 na. While yung Zerg wala pang carapace upgrade. So meaning 2 hits lang. 2 hits lang sa isang Zealot. Na normally 3. Pero dahil may +1, 2 hits lang. Looks like Seneve is looking to expand and take the third here. Kung dalawang probe na tinake niya, probably looking to expand somewhere else or pang scout niya. Ayan, we have tabingi. Paano tabingi yung Nexus? Paano tabingi, no? Tabingi yung Nexus. Oh no! Sobra siguro may nakita yung Overlord. Hindi napansin, paano tabingi yung Nexus? Diba guys, tabingi? Dito siya, banda. Ewan ko, di ko sure. Di ko ganun ka-memorize eh. Pero parang tabingi. Okay. So both sides, no, is looking like more passive, no. So both sides building up their army, building up their economy. And I could say na medyo even pa tayo. Pero wala palang storm. Walang storm, no. Wala pang storm si Seneve, but he has 2 targets. Kasi nga nakita niya yung Mutalix, pero nag-stop na ng Mutalix production Hexa. Okay, now we have the clash here. Mass Zealots versus Mass Hydras, kaso wala pang storm. Yeah, of course. Not looking good for Zenith here. Nabigla siya, nabulaga siya. Nag-produce siya out of 2 gates ng too many coursers. Pero, hindi niya na-anticipate yung mass hydras coming his way. Now, this is looking really bad for Zenith right now. As you can see here sa base, wala pa siya masyado. Ngayon pala lalabas ang high templars niya. But still needs to build up more energy. Wala pang energy yung kanyang mga high templars. Now, if Zenith moves fast enough, no? Uy, may ninja base na dito. If rather Hexa moves fast enough, kaya nang tapusin ng game, pitasin to, destroy the enemy base before the storms go online. As you can see, Corsairs here trying to harass Overlords, pero ang daming Hydras over here. Hydras going for the kill, kaso yung wall is standing in their way. And my storm, storm goes down. That was a great storm. Madami na damage sa Hydras. Now, Zenith is in crisis management mode right now. Crisis management mode, I believe. This is not a drill. This is a real crisis happening right now sa natural ng ating Protoss player. One Corsair gets taken down. So these overlords are here for a reason. Hindi niya pwedeng walang overlord. To snipe observers and possibly any DTs. Ayun, one High Archon is being morphed right now from the 2 High Templars. So itong ninja base, no, this could this could do magic mamaya. Pero let's see, will the Hex spot at ninja base or will it be relevant? Or will the game end just right here? Walang high templars being produced, just zealots right now. And that's not good for Zenith. This is looking really bad. This is looking more in Hex's favor. Among ito, as you can see, more coursers are being built kaso nasasayang lang. Okay. Too many hydras. Just too many hydras over here. Kailangan pitasin ni Hexa itong Nexus na to, and automatically super ahead na siya. So what Hexa needs to do is just to en masse more hydras here. Could end the game or at least kill this Nexus here. Kasi Zenith has built this ninja base pero hindi pa siya nagmamine. So currently it's dead. Yeah, not good for our Protoss player. This looking like a GG here. Kasi ang dami hydras. And yung mga Mutalist no, naging display pero actually, I think the Mutalist already did a good job by tricking na mind games si Zenith, no? Nakakala mo gumuta, all in si Hexa kaya lang nag-surprise. Hydra pala ako. And now, may mga lurker pa. So, yeah, we're gonna be seeing a GG very soon. No, this is very bad. And I don't know, ayaw pa mag-GG ni Zenith. Maybe gusto niya makita kung hanggang saan pa niya kaya tumagal dito. Okay, now we have lurkers. And then walang observer pa dito. So these lurkers will just do magic dito. And GG has been called. So currently, no, 1-1 ang score between Hexa and Zenith. That was a great game. All right. Now here we are at the third and final game between Zenith and Hexa. Final game sa best of three practice games, casual games na. And we're here in the map, Radion. So spawning here on the lower left side of the map, we have our Protoss player Zenith. And on the upper left side of the map, we have our Zerg player Hexa. So dito sa Radion, no, pansinin niyo yung Overlord scouting pattern. From the upper left, papunta siya sa papuntang top right. Why? Tignan niyo yung position ng natural. No? Dito sa right side, ang position ng natural sa left, and sa left, ang position natural sa right. So, the Overlord scouts this direction para he can position the Overlord here in case dito nga yung base ng kalaban. At least may amazing vision siya dito. Okay, but again, wala yung base dito unfortunately, but this is still the right way to scout as Zerg, no? Always go for that, yung ganitong itsura ng natural. Kung saan papunta yung natural ng kalaban, that's where you want to send your Overlord. Your first Overlord. Okay, so this looks like an overpool. Standard build from Hexa, meaning Overlord, and then once 200 minerals, spawning pool. There you have it. This is the overpool standard opener. And for Zenith, yeah, as usual, no, we have the pylon here para wall off. And Zenith currently scouting with the probe. And currently, wala pang intel si Hexa kung nasaan yung base until ma-reach na dito. Once ma-reach yung over dito, Hexa would either have to go here or go here. Yeah, now we have the scouting drone. Pababayan dito. Okay? So, Hexa is doing the correct way of scouting. That is the correct, yan. Now, Hexa sees, okay, walang pylon, walang gates, walang forge here. Probably figure out the base could be here or here. Now, Zenith went for the N scout. Yung N scout, gumawa ko ng letter N like that, letter N. Pero ginawa niya, imbis na pataas, nag-right siya. Because again, madali mo makita yung natural dito eh. And then, pag ganito, and then pag ganito. Okay? And also, kung N scout, kasi probably kung nandito yung base ng Zerg, yung overlord niya pa left. Kaya, yun ang first decision ng scout ni Zenith para kita agad. Yeah, na yun. Okay. Finally, the probe makes it to Hexaspace. Oh, 6 links agad. Okay. 6 links right away. Oo, kukulungin niya yung probe. Boom, okay. Probe gets taken down, pero nakita niya. Nakita ni Zenith, those are 6 Zerglings. Probably, Zenith would be blocking this area and or maybe add some cannons. Fair enough. Probes being sent here no, para to block, extra block dito. Kasi nakita yung 6 links. Ayaw niya yung risk. Definitely. Yeah, okay. So, Zenith is safe. Definitely. Okay. We're almost at 4-minute mark pero wala pa rin third si Hexa. He's currently banking lots of minerals and I don't know kung ang gagawin niya. Probably mag 2-hatch Hydra ba siya? 2-hatch Muta, I don't know. Pero normally kasi at this time may third day na under construction na. Okay, Hydra then. Ay, anong balak ni Hexa? Kasi if mag-third siya, it's very late third, no? Pero hindi. Yung nakita ko yung drone kanina, sinend niya dito. Harvest. Transfer lang niya. Medyo napasobra yata ng drone dito. Nakita ni Exops, apat na nagmamine. Okay, and Zergling standing over here to make abangers. No? Is may lalabas na Zealot. Yeah, so things are looking so normal as usual except the fact na wala pang third si Hexa. Okay, is this the two base? Two base all in? Could this be a two base all in maybe? I don't know. Okay. Two gas right away. No? This is an early second gas. So hindi ko alam kung anong build ng Zerg na ganito. Hindi ko alam kung nalimutan na yung third or may build na hindi ko lang, hindi lang ako aware. Yan, nag-send siya sa gas. So what's the plan here? Okay. Yan, now, yan. Corsairs out for Serif. Kakaroon siya ng intel. Makaka-scout na siya sa base ni Hexa and can see what's up. Yan na. Yan na. So, start na kumatok yung mga Hydras. Kaso, walang gateway pala si Zenith inside. Lah. Could the game end just here? Up. Yan na. Hexa going for attack kasi hindi niya na-utilize lahat ng units. Yeah, Hexa trying to snipe the cans before they go online. Kaso, yun, rebuild ulit ang gateway. Overlord! Okay, now, Hexa is trying to snipe that forge. O para ma-prevent yung additional cannons from going up. While reinforcing with more Hydras. Now, currently upgrading speed, no? Ng Hydras. Yeah, so this is two base all in from Hexa. And as more and more cannons are getting built, no, this is going to be hard kapag nag-online na lahat ng cannons. Kaso sabi ni Hexa, no, not today. Kasi di yan ako control. Ayan na. Hexa trying to kill the cannons before they all go online. Kaso, tatlo. You need to kill all those cannons ASAP. Nako, na-reduce ang count ng army ni Hexa. Kaso, yan na. This gateway is doing an amazing job no, by delaying yung push. Kasi yan na. And he has no choice. Ayan, may gateway siya sa loob. Kaso, no units. And Hexa is just trying to pressure more dito sa entrance ni Zenith. No? Munti ka na ma-take down. Munti ka na manalo si Hexa doon actually. If actually na-micro niya even better, if na-utilize niya, that could have ended the game. But of course, syempre, a lot is going on. No? I mean, destruction probably, hindi ko nakita kung may Corsair harassment. Oh, in the base sila. Now, Hexa going for the kill, maybe. Okay, Forge gets rebuilt. No same spot. Okay. Kaso may Forge din pala sa loob ng base. Okay, now Hexa, I believe, no, na-feel ko ng Hexa, okay. Probably hindi niya na matatapos. So, try niya, okay, mag-recover by adding a third. Yeah, with all that pressure, no, hindi maka-tech up si Zenith. All the resources are being spent to build cannons and wall instead. So dun medyo okay si Hexa dun eh kasi na-force niya si Zenith to spend resources on things na ayaw niyang i-spend. Which is more cannons and wall. Now, outside of Hexa, okay, Hexa is droning. And yeah, pinapamukha ni Hexa that this is already an all-in. But actually, it was an all-in. And now, Hexa is back to droning again. Sabi niya, okay, hindi pa to kaya tapusin. I need to rebuild. I need to get more resources. I need to macro up. And build up my economy. So, yun ang ginagawa ni Hexa. No, fourth base. Okay. So, ano lang, no, if ma-scout ni Zenith to, that could be a go signal. Na okay, nag-fort si Hexa, probably go signal yan, umattack. If makita ni Zenith na Hexa is just being greedy, rolling up, no, that could hint for Zenith to, that could trigger an attack from Zenith. And that would be dangerous for Hexa. So we have 5 Zealots and we have, 6 Hydras? 9 Hydras total. So medyo tabla pa to, in terms of combat. Okay, now, Zenith rebuilding his wall, no? Ang dami na nila spend na resources. Okay, now, the third phase of Hexa is about to, okay, already mining na. So, how do we go from here? Okay, Hexa is clearly macroing up, no? Building up that additional hatchery dito sa natural. So, currently 5 hatch. Papunta na lang. Okay, here's the Corsair. Makikita niya what's up. Hexa kita niya. Port base. Okay, kita niya yung hatchery about to be built. Probably may zealots na try pupunta doon. Kaso, may mga hydras over here to try to prevent any small move outs from going out. Kailangan mag-build out ng army. Si Zenith to be able to push out and really damage Hexa. Ayan na. We can hear, no, yung mga Corsair harassing. Saan ba yan? Ayan, dito. Corsair harassing some overlords, panang supply block and delaying Hexa's progress, no? Now, in response, Hexa will finally build. That's 4 colony. Now, dahil sa Corsair, napwersa siya i-pull back yung hydras niya to defend. And that's really good for Zenith. Kasi nga, ngayon, Zenith can now easily move out here. Hindi siya basta maharas. Zenith, this is actually a window for Zenith, though, to finally move out, go out, have map presence sa labas, and go for this base here, or go for this base here. So we have storms, we have more gates are being built. Okay. So players happily macroing up. Zenith definitely kita supply, no? An advantage. While Hexa is still trying to recover. So again, dahil nga na-supply back siya with all the overlords, that's big damage for Zerg. Yeah, shout out to 5 viewers right now, no? So, yeah, amazing support. Thank you very much. So, this is just yung mga bago dating. This is just a casual game between, 2 of my friends. There's, okay. And if plans to expand here, no, take the third. That's a 12-minute mark there naman. That's very, up. Okay, pylon muna. Okay, Hexa. Trying to check for base here, para nakita niya wala. So this is a scary Protoss army. Pag ma-realize ni Zenith na lamang siya sa army, Hexa is dead. Yan na. Now, Zenith is going to attack this base here. 12 o'clock. No, only 2 sunkens. No army. Meron lang siya a few hydras here. And yung army niya nandito pa sa near the natural of Zenith. So, this base could easily be taken down if Zenith just pulls the trigger. Yan na. Pulls the trigger finally. Kita niya akit ang Zenith and going to eliminate this base. All the reinforcements are very far. Anong gagawin ni Hexa? Storms, killing, many drones. And then nag-creep colony pa. So, this base is dead basically. This is a dead base. Maraming damage ni Zenith dito sa base. Ano, maliligtas ba niya? Kaso hindi eh. Focus fire lang zealots yan. Oh, those are amazing storms. Look at that damage, no? Amazing storms. Oh, this is not looking good for Hexa. Pero on the other side, on the other hand naman, no, Hexa doing a counter-attack dito sa 30 Zenith. So I guess they're even, kinda, pero lamang pa rin si Zenith with all the supply advantage. Zenith is definitely more in the advantage here. Oh, pero may sunken dito, no, eliminating this AFK High Templars. Pero buti lang may base si Hexa dito. Kaya, he's still up, he's not dead, no? Pero, 30 ahead si Zenith. Yeah, sumalis eh, sabi ng newbie. Yan, okay, dangerous to pag-attack pataas, no? Pero buti lang, walang storm tong Templar. So, this Templar will die. Ngayon, Zenith going for the attack dito sa third Hexa. Hexa needs to defend this or else mahirap kay Hex to recover. But there are many Dragoons and Zealots. I mean, mas marami pa sa isa Hydra. Oh no, this base will get taken down and mababawasan significantly ang production ni Hex. As you can see, no, sa resources pa lang, mas maraming resources si Zenith, mas afford niya to reproduce more troops. This is looking really bad for Hexa right now. And while we are having this clash, no, Zenith is retaking his third dito sa, malapit na sa third ng sa natural niya dito. Kanyang natural third. Kumbaga. And Corsairs supply blocking Hexa. Yeah, this is looking really terrible for Hexa. Now, all Zenith needs to do is to actually go for the throat, no? Diretso sa natural, end the game. Once ma-realize ni Zenith na super headshot, misclick, inatake ng Hydra ang Evolution Chamber. Okay. So, Hexa could potentially survive this, no? Pero, sobrang ahead na si Zenith dito. And I don't think Hexa can recover anytime soon. Yeah, just look at that. Oh. Patay ng Spore. Yeah, this is GG. And GG has been called. So, the winner for the best of 3 is Zenith. So, congrats to Zenith and good job to both players. Good job, Hexa. And yeah, that's all for today. I hope guys na-entertain kayo kahit paano. And if na-entertain man kayo, I would love to get some feedback from you guys. So, kahit sa GC lang natin. So, yun lang guys. Thank you for watching. And those were great games. If you love StarCraft, follow lang kayo. Follow sa Twitch. Nag-stream na ako sariling games, no? Playing with higher ranked players. And some casual games na nakipag-participate. So, yun lang guys. And rock and roll.